Before we start the festival, we plan to start today's program with prayers. I'll be offering some prayers and request all of you also to join me in offering these prayers, seeking blessings of Prabhupada, Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and Lord Shri Krishna. Immediately after the prayers, we will be having kirtans for about 20 minutes. Request all of you also to join in participating this kirtan enthusiastically. You can chant with the devotees. After the kirtans for about 20 minutes, I'll be sharing with you the pastime of the Panihati, which is also called Panihati Chidadahi Mahotsav. What's the significance of this festival? Why do we celebrate this? Although today we are not having a full-fledged celebration, otherwise generally this festival is celebrated on the bank of a river where the lordships are taken in a boat, given a boat ride, and they also take a bath in that water body. So we have today a tailored down version of the festival being celebrated, and I'll be sharing with you the details, the pastimes, the Leela associated with this pastime. And after that, for about 15-20 minutes, we will also have another round of kirtans. Devotees will be chanting, and all of you can join in enthusiastically participating and doing kirtans along with the devotees. And by 9 a.m., we'll be winding up today's festival. So that is how we're going to go. So we'll start with the prayers. Request all of you to kindly fold your hands, and if possible, you can repeat after me. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Namo Mahavatanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Namaha Namo Brahmane Devaya Go Brahmane Hitaya Cha Jagadhitaya Krishnaya Govindaya Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Taptakanjan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So now we'll have the kirtans for about 20 odd minutes, and after the kirtans, I'll be sharing with you the Leela associated with this festival. Hare Krishna. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha
जय गोपी यशोदानन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare 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 Jayo Nitai Gauranga Jayo Nitai Gauranga Nitai Gauranga
Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining us and participating in wonderful melodious kirtans. So today I'm going to share with you the pastime associated with this festival, Panihati Chiradahi Mahotsava. This pastime is with respect to a very wonderful personality, a wonderful devotee of the Lord. His name is Raghunath Dasa. Eventually became Raghunath Das Goswami, and he is one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan. His father was a very, very rich zamindar, and although he was married in a household life, was always longing to surrender to the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and be one of his associate. Many times he attempted leaving his house, but every time he was pulled back. One time, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is none other than Lord Balram, who is associate of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, came to a place called Panihati. Panihati is about 10 miles north of Kolkata. It's a village and is famous for many, many pastimes associated with Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Lord Nityananda Prabhu came to this place called Panihati, and it is on the bank of river Yamuna, and he was sitting on a rock underneath a tree on the bank of river Ganges. And Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Dasa, knowing that Lord Nityananda Prabhu and his associates have come to Panihati, he also went there with eagerness to have darshan of the Lord, to pay obeisances to the Lord. And he stood at a far distance, thinking that he is not qualified to come in front of the Lord out of his humility. He was standing quite far off, hiding himself behind a tree. And when he saw Lord Nityananda effulgent, he became very excited and paid obeisances from that far distance only, without the knowledge of Lord Nityananda and his associates. But somehow the Lord, since he is all-knowing, he understood that Lord Raghunath Das Goswami is there and hiding behind a tree and paying obeisances from there. Since the Lord came to know about it, he called him, caught hold of him, and said, "You are a thief. You are hiding behind a tree and paying obeisances. I will punish you today. You are a thief." Just like thieves sometimes, they hide behind and they try to do things incognito. So Lord Nityananda caught hold of Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Das. In fact, this is before he surrendered the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya and became a Goswami. Caught hold of Raghunath Das and as part of his punishment placed his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das. This was a great blessing. In other words, showered his mercy on Raghunath Das and said, "Since you are a thief, I will punish you today. And as part of punishment, you have to feed yogurt and chip rice to everyone. This is the punishment." So Raghunath Das got an opportunity to serve all the assembled devotees, Vaishnavas, and including Lord Nityananda. So he got very excited hearing this. And then he and his men went to the nearby villages, got hold of chipped rice, got hold of yogurt, milk, bananas, and many other eatables. Brought back, he also got hold of many earthen pots. And he and his associates got busy in soaking the chipped rice, mixing it with condensed milk, yogurt, bananas, and different other edibles, and placed 7 big earthen pots in front of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. As I mentioned, Nityananda Prabhu was sitting underneath a tree along with his principal associates. So they very eagerly, when this was offered by Raghunath, they very eagerly started having that. And they also started distributing the chipped rice and yogurt which was served to them, to all the other devotees. Hearing this news that Lord Nityananda is there and a big festival is going on and prasadam is being distributed, many other brahmanas and many other people from the neighboring villages also started coming. And as soon as they came, some of them sat close to Nityananda Prabhu, some of them beneath that raised platform on which Nityananda Prabhu was sitting. And some of them, seeing that the whole place is filled with devotees, everyone having chipped rice and yogurt, they went even to the Ganges, and while they were in the Ganges, waist height, they also started having chipped rice. So in other words, it was a festival, and the shopkeepers from neighboring villages, they got to know that the festival is being observed. They also started bringing all the eatables, chipped rice, condensed milk, and Raghunath Das bought all of them and made the preparation of chida dahi and also started serving them. In the meantime, Lord Nityananda, in his mind, through his meditation, brought Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there in Panihati. And he started putting a morsel of chipped rice in the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya, in reciprocation, also took that morsel from that pot and put it in the mouth of Lord Nityananda Prabhu. And Lord Nityananda Prabhu started going from devotee to devotee, picking up the morsel of chipped rice and putting in the mouth of Lord Chaitanya. Not everyone could see Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Some fortunate one could see the presence of Lord Chaitanya. Just like in the battle of Kurukshetra, although Krishna was there, everyone was seeing, not everyone understood that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You need the blessings, you need the Vigyan, you need that vision to perceive the presence of the Lord. So not everyone saw Lord Chaitanya, but some fortunate few could perceive that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was amidst them. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also went and on the raised platform along with Nityananda Prabhu sat, the spiritual master, bona fide spiritual master, without the mercy of Lord Shri Krishna, without the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is very, very difficult for us to achieve the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Das was blessed that very soon you will achieve the shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. So after this incident, after this pastime, Raghunath Das went home, and this time with the help of his priest Yadunanda Acharya, he somehow tricked, through trickery he could eventually move out of his house and go to Jagannath Puri. And in Jagannath Puri, he fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and achieved his mercy, shelter of his lotus feet. Eventually, this same Raghunath Das became Raghunath Das Goswami. He is one of the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, Shad Goswamis we call it, and very, very exalted devotee. And these 6 Goswamis, they stayed in Vrindavan and they wrote many, many scriptures, many, many manuscripts. Like Rupa Goswami wrote The Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and many other exalted works. So we are very blessed that today we are celebrating this festival called PANIHATI Chidadahi Festival. This is to commemorate Raghunath Das getting the shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And on this occasion, we can also pray to Srila Prabhupada, to the Panchatattva, to the 6 Goswamis, Shad Goswami, to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and to Lord Chaitanya, to also shower their blessings on us. We all need blessings, we all need their mercy. And shower their, just like they showered their blessings on Raghunath Das, and because of which he could attain the shelter of lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya. On this occasion, we can also pray to Lord Nityananda Prabhu, to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to shower their merciful glance on us, their mercy on us, so that we also can, although we are not qualified, we are very fallen, we are very sinful, we have huge loads of sinful reactions and also sinful tendencies. So we can seek their blessings, their mercy, so that we can also get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, mercy of Lord Shri Krishna, and become wonderful devotees of the Lord. Hare Krishna. So now we'll have some more kirtans for about 20 odd minutes. I request all of you to kindly participate. And after this, around 9 a.m., we'll be winding up. So today, some of you could have darshan. We have this Gaur-Nitai deities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Nityananda Prabhu here in HKM Mumbai. We have had nice alankara done. And even at your place, if you could make a preparation of chipped rice. Chipped rice, I'm sure all of you, in Hindi, I think it's called poha or chidwa. You can make some preparation if you have it, or if you could source it easily. You don't have to make elaborate arrangements, as you know we have many restrictions in place. If you have at your place, you can make a preparation of chipped rice and with some milk or with some curd or with some fruits like mango juice, mango pulp, and offer it to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Nityananda Prabhu, and can have that preparation as prasadam. This is to nicely commemorate this particular pastime of Panihati Chidadahi festival. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Nityananda Ram,
Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Nityanand Ram, Jaya Nityanand Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.